Okay, we had ourselves a pretty good day. Just briefly about the E-mini right here. A couple of things I want to show you. That's interesting when the software made the sound. We're just seeing strong buying, and you see the market supports it the first time into it. So we're still seeing buyers on the F5 screen. And when we come over to this, we're getting higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, yield higher lows. And we're finally getting to our 79 to 81. This was our sell area this morning that we thought might have a chance to hold up pretty good. So we need to extend the market. We need to take it higher this afternoon, or I think some profit taking is there, but my guess is we're probably going to close this market over 75, which sets up a run to new contract highs by Friday. Everybody seems pretty convinced that Yellen's speech on Friday will be accommodative. So we came in this morning wanting to buy the 69.71 area. The market had a low, I believe, at 71 1/4, 70. And she traded higher. There's your low at 70.75, just right underneath it. And so we did pretty good by the E-mini. It took forever. It was slow to come, but that's where we were. I'm going to move this over to this screen and see if that stops some of the clicking. Don't see why it would, but a couple of times when I've clicked this, I've gotten a pop. So anyway, what do we have facing us right now for tomorrow? We've got a higher low and a higher high on the F1 screen. This favors higher prices tomorrow, or at least a retest of today's high, wherever it is. And we're going to assume the market's closing right here in this 79 area. We've got new contract highs within reach. I mean, that's a sneeze. It could be done this afternoon, the way this works, but basically you see in the structure nothing but buying. Volume is moving up. The market is telling you to find a place to buy it. Looking at the F2 screen, definitely a P. Definitely another distribution taking place right now. This confirms it. So based on the F1 and the F2 screen, we're buyers. Okay, the easiest trade C is going to be to sell failure to take out or extend the day sessions high, wherever that happens to be. Then the second sell is going to be our 85, 87 area. And if we get up here, I mean, you really do want to be pretty cautious on getting short. You want your setups, and Friday's speech by Yellen is what, 3 trading days away now. So that news is supposedly what's rallying the market right now. Buy one overnight will be the 75 area plus or minus, followed by 70, 72. And that does it for the E-mini. But idea this morning, we had a low of 70 3/4 was to be a buyer. We weren't too interested in getting short. We thought we would at least test the 75 area, and that's what has happened. Okay, in the note, we were sellers today. We had a 15 to 19 sell. We worked an inside day, but now we got a lower high and a lower low, so this favors the seller. So the issue is, can we break support? This breakout right here came in the 126.01 area, so my guess is probably not, given all the uncertainty in the world. there's a news headline there that there's been another shooting in St. Louis. It almost sounds like suicide by cop. Here I am. I'm going to rush the policemen who are armed with handguns with a knife. And this poor guy got himself taken out. I'm telling you, folks, with the right kind of language and talk and incendiary comments and the promotion of violence by government agencies and by the rabble-rousers that run the race industry, things can get out of hand in a hurry. And I mean, even the black commentators right now are saying that you're mad at Whitey and you're going to burn down your own house, and what's the point? I mean, it doesn't make sense, but from an individual standpoint or a community standpoint, but it makes a lot of sense from a power play in various political groups. The politics make a lot of sense. So anyway, that unrest in our country, what's going on, whatever the Russian sanctions are going to be against the EU and the United States, China's incursion into India, I think all of that put together will probably keep the market from breaking. So on this screen right here, buying this 126 even area looks like a pretty good trade. That's context. Just strictly off of an objective look at this, we sell first to see if we can bust 126. If we can't break 126, we get long. Looking at the F2 screen, we have a distribution down. Weakness in the financials was tied to strength in the E-mini. And these are not comfortable times. So we are headed lower. Would like to sell into early strength. Would like to get short this 10 to 14 area. Sell 1 and sell 2 will be the 18 to 22 area. But we got a very, very clean break here at 10.5 to 12. So I think this is where our best resistance is. And if we can stay below the 10 level, I think we got a chance to make new lows. On a scoop order, I would put an 01, a resting buy order out there at 01. So we're going to play for lower prices, trying to buy it up at 01. But 5s may once again, at 4 area, may once again hold. So we will see how that one plays out. Okay, on the ZB, my favorite contract. And it's my favorite contract because you can make really good money trading it. It's the 125 a tick. And it trades fundamentals, so you're not conflicted. You know why you're long or why you're short. And that's very, very helpful. Now, I want you to make a note of this. I split on B, and the reason I split on B was it broke support right here. Most of the time we get a move out of the middle, but sometimes something will happen, news or whatever the reason. And when you break support like we did in B, that's where you split the distributions. You really do have to know where to split distributions to be successful in this game. So we want to sell failure to take out the buck to 04. Last rotate up was 10, so 7 to 11 will be sell 2. The knob spread did come in, but I don't think it'll break, so we'll make buy 1, 21 to 25. I think we can go a little bit lower, and then 13 to 17 for buy 2. Okay, gold sold today, got right back to that high volume area that we talk about on a regular basis. We like buying in the 95 area because of that high volume area. It is pointed lower. The next stop is in that 85, 87 area. So I think we might go for stops below this low at 92. So we'll put our first buy 88 to 90. And then our 84, 85 will be buy 2. On the sell side, 98 to the buck. And then 3 to 5. Okay, crude tomorrow is September expiration. It got hit very, very hard today, along with the October contract. It is in contango. That means the back months are lower than the front month, and that is bearish because normally the back months are higher than the front month because of the cost to carry. So the market is telling you the price of crude is going lower, and we talk about why. And the why for that is that increased production out of the United States, and we can now export crude, and the Iraqi oil production solidifies and shapes up regularly. And they're still exporting 3.2 million barrels a day. So we've had a pretty big break. This 91.50 area on the charts is pretty good support. 92.50 is, and then obviously 92. So my thinking, and we started talking about it yesterday, is that we're headed for 92. So if the market does not break or we don't get consolidate news selling out of London in the overnight market, we might see a consolidation day after a trend. And the dynamic behind that would be short covering in the expiring month, plus a pause day after a trend day. So right here, you're 93, 93 and a quarter. It's very, very aggressive. But if we can't get through that, we definitely want to be short. Then 50 to 75 will be sell too. And then on the buy side, we'll make it 92, 92 and a quarter. And then 50 to 75. Going to give us some room to the downside. But the like I said, Tikrit's been retaken. The dam at Mosul supposedly is now secure in Ramadi. And you definitely want to cut off at Ramadi. And if they did retake Ramadi, like they said, that means the Sunnis are working with them, and that's not good for ISIS. There's an interesting article out. The Kurds are using women to fight ISIS. And the reason for that is the superstition is if you're killed by a woman, you cannot go to heaven. Kind of reminds me of what Blackjack Pershing did in the Philippines. Blackjack Pershing captures a bunch of Muslim guerrillas in the Philippines, puts the bullet in lard, has all the dead pigs in a big open pit, kills all these guerrillas, throws them in the pit, leaves the one guy to go back and tell his story. And the insurrection by the Muslims died out pretty quickly. So superstition can be used with that mindset to undermine their efforts. And the Kurds are using a little psychological warfare by sending female fighters after them, which makes some sense. And last but not least, the euro. We've liked the short side of the euro. We've been talking about since last week going to 133. And we're there. So we had a pretty nice break, pretty good selling here in the 30 area. So we're at 21. It's aggressive. 30 to 40 will be sell 1. Last rotate up in Z period stopped at 59. That's where we wanted to sell 60s to 70s this morning. Top of value is at 50. So we'll make 45, 55, sell 2. And on the buy side, just short covering, we'll make 33 even, 33.05, buy 1. Let them get stops below 133. And then we'll make 75, 85, buy 2. And that's it for August the 19th, 2014. I will see you all bright and early in the morning. Hope your evening goes well. It's going to be